This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Just a little. I will. Next. Yes. Thank you, Father.
Good evening. Good evening. Am I audible?
Good evening, sir.
Audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. I request other students of this class, please mute your speakers. Okay. See, today we'll discuss two drugs. The first drug, as per the syllabus, entire syllabus is concerned. The first drug is Gugulu. The next drug is Gokshura. These two drugs are best used in our clinical practice. Keep it in your mind. You have to concentrate these two drugs because we are extensively used in so many disorders with these two drugs. The first drug today I want to discuss here is Gugulu. Keep it in your mind. Read it properly. It is not Gulu Gulu. It is Gugulu. Okay. If you go through the botanical name, see I mentioned three botanical name here, but don't get confused. You just concentrate on the second botanical name, that is Commiphora mucul. This botanical name, you just remember. The family is Busseraceae family. So this slide tells something about the drug's botanical name and family name, Busseraceae and Commiphora mucul. See, let me introduce something about Gugulu. See, the word itself defined as Gugulu means to fight against the disease. It is its potency, or it is its power, or its therapeutic utility, that it always fight against the disease. The word meaning of etymological word meaning of Gugulu. See, if you screen botanical aspect, we are having 185 species of genus Commiphora. But in India, we are having 4 species. In that, we are using in our clinical practice, we are using only 2 species, that is Commiphora mucul and Commiphora vitae. This is something for your additional knowledge, that is not must and should know phenomena. But Gugulu, the word meaning, you have to concentrate that the word refers to fight against the disease. Now, what Veda tells something about Gugulu. Gugulu in Veda described as Agnisthana. See, Agnisthana means it is always used for dhupa. In Atharva Veda, Yakshma or tuberculosis and other diseases, diseased areas are fumigated by Gugulu. So, it is considered as in Vedas, it is considered as the best dhupana drava. Keep it in your mind. Gugulu is considered as best dhupana drava in Vedas. Now come to Sanhita. Charaka mentioned this drug under Saudhnya Stapana Mahakashaya. See, Saudhnya Stapana, regain the consciousness. Saudhnya means consciousness or sensation. Okay, Stapana means regain the consciousness. For example, you take Gugulu in clinical practice. We are using Gugulu as it is from Saudhnya Stapana Mahakashaya. We are using Gugulu in the management of neurological disorders where the patient is suffering from numbness or suptavata, or the patient is suffering from paraesthesia. So these are some medical words. So simply you just concentrate on numbness and loss of sensation. Wherever the part it is having loss of sensation, that symptom or that phenomena deals with neurological disorders. So with this Mahakashaya. It is mentioned under this Mahakashaya. Because of that reason, we are prescribing various preparations of Gugulu in neurological disorders. The next one is, if you go through the Sushruta, one more. Gugulu is the one of the most important drug. Sushruta mentioned the 7 important drugs for the management of Sthaula. Sthaula means obesity. Out of 7, Gugulu is one of the most important drug. Whenever you want to treat any obese patient, Gugulu must and should in your prescription. And the next prescription, you just concentrate Gugulu with Gomutra in the conditions of vitiated Vata or Medo Dhatu dominated Kapha dosha. That's why if you want to treat obesity, obese related disorders, always use Gugulu with Gomutra, or Gomutra Bhavit Gugulu preparations are best used in the management of obesity. That's why Gomutra Bhavita Gugulu, Punarnama Gugulu is considered as Gomutra Bhavita Gugulu. Okay, such Gugulu preparations are you have to use in the management of obesity. Then other treatment he mentioned like Kushta, Vidradi, then Shota, Gulma. Those are not important for us. Then in this slide, you just concentrate on Maharshi Harita or Harita, where he mentioned separate chapter for Gugulu Kalpas. Okay, separate chapter for Gugulu Kalpas. It is those who are interested, they can go and read Harita Samhita, 5th chapter. Complete Gugulu explanation you will have. Then Sharangadhar Samhita, you just refer Sharangadhar Samhita Madhyama Kanda 7th chapter, where Vati Kalpa Adhyaya. Maximum Vatis are prepared with Gugulu only. So more than 60 Gugulu Kalpas are mentioned. Those are all nothing but they are in a tablet form. If you want to prepare any tablet, then must and should the drug Gugulu is added. Okay, that's why it is said that Gugulu has been suggested specifically for the Vati preparation because it facilitates the binding capacity. See, again, Sharangadhara clearly quoted that the drugs should be used. Gugulu should be used when they are older. In the next slides, in upcoming slides, I will give you a difference between Namagugulu and Purana Gugulu. Okay, as I already mentioned, this is a drug of choice for Medo Roga and Vata Vikara. Vagbhata says that Gugulu is the best drug for Vata Vikara and best drug for Medo Roga. That's why in our all musculoskeletal disorders or orthopedic, Ayurvedic orthopedic, completely dependent on one drug, that drug is Gugulu. Keep it in mind. Any joint pain, any type of joint pain, either it is osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, or gouty arthritis, you just concentrate on Gugulu preparation. It is best work. What the Vagbhata says the same, that drug of choice for Medo Roga and Vata Vikaras. And Vagbhata also opined that Medo action along with other drugs like Silajatu, Rasanjana and Brihat Panchmula. If you want to go for additional benefit, you add along with Gugulu, you add Silajatu, Rasanjana and Brihat Panchmula. Then he also suggested Gugulu in Sneva Apachikisa. Okay, so he said that Gugulu is specially prescribed for Vata, Kapaja Vikara, Medo Dhatu Vikaras and Amavata. Now come to the classical categorization. Charaka Samhita, already I said, it is mentioned under Saudhya Stapana Mahakashaya, and also it is mentioned under Kashaya Skanda. Sushruta Samhita, he mentioned this drug under Yeladigana, and he mentioned under Kafaja Ashmari Bedana. That's why it is best prescribed in Ashmari, that is of Kafaja variety. Again, Ashtanga Sangra mentioned this as a Yeladi Gana. Harita Samhita, the important to note that Harita Samhita mentioned this drug under Rasayana. So Gugulu is considered as best Rasayana Dravya. Okay, Gugulu is considered as best Rasayana Dravya, especially for Medo Dhatu Rasayana. Okay, then if you go through P.V. Sharma, where he said that Vedana Stapana, He may, Dr. P.V. Sharma added this drug under the group of Vedana Stapana. So this Vedana Stapana word suggested that any pain, if you want to give painkiller in Ayurveda, if you want to prescribe any painkiller in Ayurveda, you consider Gugulu. That is his understanding or his indirect suggestion to us. Vedana Stapana. Vedana means pain. Stapana means it inhibits pain sensation. Again, Vagbata has quoted that Gugulu was evolved as Amrita. So this is how Gugulu evolved in the world. He said that by Amrita by Lord Vishnu during Devasura Sangrama for let it be. That is not that is a spiritual explanation. Let it be. We have to concentrate here under classical categorization. I want to repeat three important aspects. That is Saudhnya Stapana. I already said that Saudhnya means loss of sensation, consciousness, but with respect to Gugulu, we are considering loss of sensation. This loss of sensation, this complaint or these symptoms usually present in neurological disorders. In such cases, you prescribe Gugulu preparations. Then the next important you have to concentrate under classical categorization that it is Kaphaja Ashmari Vedana. So it is best used in renal colics. Again, colic means ras, pain. Then Harita Sanhita, Rasayana. So Gugulu is best Rasayana Dravya. So as clinical practice is concerned, yes, it is Rasayana for which dhatu? Rasayana for Medo dhatu. So the word Rasayana refers to you have to take it this drug in a maximum dosage and particular duration. The particular duration is nearly about 42 days. That is one mandala. Then the P.V. Sharma's Vedana Stapana. That is very important. That pain. Any patient pain, you just consider Gugulu Kalpas. Next. See, if you go through Rasa Granthas or Rasashastra related classical text, Gugulu is not included in anywhere in Maharasa, Uparasa, Sadhan Rasa, etc. But it is quoted in Dravakagana and Mitra Panchagagana as a reducing agent for different metals and minerals. But it is not considered in Maharasa, Uparasa, and Sadhan Rasa. Now, coming to the morphological features, it is a small tree. Okay, you just concentrate on the morphological features. In the next slides, I will show you the pictures. It is a small tree or shrub, 3 to 4 meter height, grown in arid zone. Arid means it is less water or desert land. Okay, this is very important. Then branches. You just concentrate in the pictures. You just concentrate these explanation. Branches spirally ascending, and they are having a spine. Okay, they are having spine. Young parts are like glandular. Okay, that's why it is said that thorny branches. Thorny branches, and the next is thin paper bark. You just to concentrate on bark. The bark layer is it is a paper like. I will show you in the next picture. Then leaves are 1 to 3 foliate. Then leaflets are sessile to subsessile. Terminal ones are the largest, rhomboid to ovate in shape. Irregularly toothed margin leaves, alternate 1 to 3 foliate. Okay, these are all features you just observe in the forthcoming pictures. Okay, but the important is it is a small tree. At least you have to concentrate morphological picture that it is a small tree, arid zone, branches are spirally ascending, spines are there, and bark is very thin, papery like. So flowers, small brown to pink, unisexual flowers, and fruit drupe. It is called a stem. Okay, this is very important. Stem yield oleogum resin. This oleogum resin is very important with respect to this drug because the part used of Gugulu, it is called as Nirrasa. Anybody ask what is the useful part of Gugulu? It is said that it's Nirrasa. Nirrasa is nothing but oleogum resin. Some exudates coming out from its stem, that is called as Nirrasa. Nirrasa is the best useful part of Gugulu. Now, come to the synonyms. Palankusha. Okay. Palankusha, which means one pala. See, pala and kusha. Pala means one pala means 48 grams, 48 to 50 grams. Kusha means it does the karshana. Okay. Which means that it reduces the bulk of the body. Okay. Means it indicates it is best used in obesity. The synonym itself says that it is best used in obesity by giving synonym as Palankusha. Okay. Then Kala Nirrasa or Mahishaksha. These two synonyms on the base of color of oleogum resin. The color of Nirrasa or oleogum resin is a little bit blackish, brownish black. That's why it is called as Kala Nirrasa. Kala means black, Nirrasa. Mahisha Aksha. Aksha means eyes. Mahisha means your buffalo. Okay. The eyes, they are brownish black. Then Devadhupa, in the initial slides I mentioned that this is Devadhupa means the drug is best used for fumigation process. Then Ruksha Gandha, Ruksha dry, Gandha it is aromatic but dry in nature. Uma Priya, Uma here favorite of the goddess Durga. Rakshogna, this is very important bag because it acts as a environmental antiseptics. That's why fumigation we are used as an antiseptic. Raksha, Rakshogna, it protects us from bhuta and krimi. Okay, that's why it is called as Rakshogna. Durga and Marudeshesha, these two synonyms, as I initially said, it grows in arid zone. So its habitat, on the base of its habitat, it is having these two synonyms. And Kaushika and Ulukala, these two synonyms based on which it exudes a gum resin coming out from the cavities of the stem. That's why it is called as Kaushika. Koshika. Okay, Koshika means it is a cavity. Ulukala. These two synonyms which exudes a gum resin coming out from the cavities. Then Kana Nirrasa. Nirrasa, oleogum resin. Kana means particles. The gum resins, the exudation in the form of particles. That's why it is called as Kana Nirrasa. These are the synonyms. On the base of synonyms, you can easily infer its habitat, its usage, and its oleogum resin and its color and smell. See, types of Gugulu. I don't want to highlight the first three types, Gugulu, Kana Gugulu and Bhumija Gugulu. I want to highlight the 5 varieties of Gugulu on the base of color, which are mentioned by Kaidev and Bhayamishra. The first one is Hiranya. The next one is Kumuda. The third one is Padma. The fourth one is Mahanila. The fifth one is Mahisha. Okay. I initially said, so 5 varieties of Gugulu mentioned on the base of color. Hiranya, the color of Gugulu is golden yellow. Kumuda, the color of white lily. Kumuda means lily. Padma, the color of ruby. Okay. Mahanila, which is blue in color. Mahishaksha, which has the color of honeybee or black anjana. Okay. These are the 5 varieties of Gugulu on the base of color. Now, Hiranya variety is stated to be useful for men. Okay. Classic says here a golden yellow variety of Gugulu is best useful for men. If it is not available, the non-availability of Hiranya Gugulu, then we can use Mahishaksha. Otherwise, try your level best to procure or collect Hiranya Gugulu rather than Mahishaksha Gugulu. If it is not available, go for Mahishaksha Gugulu. Kumud and Padma varieties of Gugulus are used for horses. Mahishaksha and Mahanila varieties are for elephants. There is something about veterinary practice. We don't want to concentrate. We are concentrating on only Hiranya type of Gugulu or Mahishaksha type of Gugulu. But in today's practice, we are having Mahishaksha type of Gugulu rather than Hiranya Gugulu. Then again, 3 types of Gugulu mentioned by different acharyas, that is Shweta Varna Gugulu, Pingala Varna Gugulu, and then the one more Gugulu, that is dark color Gugulu, should be in the treatment of Rakta Pitta. White variety in the treatment of Vata Pitta, and Pingala Varna best for Kapha Pitta. See, this is very important. You will have 2 or 5 marks question on Namagugulu, the difference between Namagugulu and Purana. Okay. The one side it is related to its morphological features. Another side it is related to its application or usage. See, Navagugulu, you just go through its morphological features. Navagugulu, it is said that it is snigdha, means it is unctuous or oily. Kanchana Sankasha has golden yellow color. It is explanation related to Hiranya type of Gugulu. There are Pakva Jambu Phalam, Mahishaksha type of Gugulu, resembles ripe jamun fruit. Sugandhi has good aroma, and Pichila. So these are the qualities of Namagugulu. Then it is considered best. That is Snigdha, Pichila, Sugandhi, Kanchana Sankasha, or Pakva Jambu Phalam. So how to identify old Gugulu? It is said that Shushka, dry, Durgandha, then Tekta Prakriti Varna. Tekta Prakriti Varna, it lost all its original color and nature. That original color and nature, what we discussed with respect to Namagugulu. This is something about its morphological features. Then, what is the difference in its prescription or its usage? See, Namagugulu, it is Brahmana and Rusha. Keep it in our mind. Namagugulu, as I initially said that Gugulu is best for obesity, etc., etc. But Gugulu is best for obesity, but the type of Gugulu should be Purana Gugulu, not Namagugulu. Namagugulu, it is Brahmana and Rusha. Purana Gugulu, it is Lekana. Lekana means it is best in the management of obesity. These are the some difference between Namagugulu and Purana Gugulu with respect to its morphological macroscopic features as well as its therapeutic features. Okay, you just concentrate on this one, Namagugulu and Purana Gugulu. These are the some chemical constituents. Nowadays we are concentrating on E-gugulusterone and Z-gugulusterone. Gugulusterone 1, Gugulusterone 2, and Gugulusterone sterol 2. Okay, let it be. At least you have to remember E-gugulusterone and Z-gugulusterone. Nowadays they are considered as an active constituent of this drug. See, these are the Rasapanchaka. See, in classics, if you read Sloka, then you are little bit, there may be a chance of confusion, because the explanation of gunas, if you read the gunas explanation in the slokas, you will get both type of guna in one drug. Just see here, Purana Gugulu, while reading slokas, you will find Ruksha guna as well as Snigdha guna. Okay, Pichla guna. Okay, in such cases, that Ruksha explanation deals with Purana Gugulu, Snigdha explanation deals with Navagugulu. Keep it in your mind. That is very important. Okay, that's why here I segregate that part, that guna, lagu, ruksha, tikshna, vishada, sukshma, sara, sugandhi. Sorry, sugandhi, it is navagokula. Okay, snigdha, pichila. Here the gunas you have to segregate which is with respect to Purana and Nava. But Acharya has mentioned this explanation in one line. That's why there may be a chance of confusion. One drug having both the qualities Ruksha and Snigdha, then you will have some confusion. Such confusions you have to clarify with respect to Purana and Navagokula. Veera is Ushna Veera, Vipaka is Katu, Dosha Karma, Tridosha, Dhatu Karma, it is best Rasayana Drava. Rusya, if you want to say word Rusya, then it is Navagokulu. Lekana, it is Purana Gokulu. Rogagnata, it is best used in Staulya, Amvata, Vatayadi, Prameha, Apachi, Gandamala, Shota, Ashmari, Pitika, Arsha, and Kushta. See, there is a clear-cut instruction given in classics that while taking Gugulu or any Gugulu preparations, or you are taking any Gugulu Rasayana or Gugulu Kalpas, the patient, you have to advise the patient that not to take the below mentioned food articles like Amla Rasa Sevana. Never appreciate Amla Rasa Sevana while taking any patient taking Gugulu Kalpas. Tikshna Guna predominant drug and diet. Not to drink Madhya, to avoid Ajirna Bhojana. A patient is having Ajirna Bhojana, Ajirna, don't ask to take him Gugulu Kalpas. Okay. Maituna, Vayama, Atapasavana, Krodha. Okay. The possibilities of suggestion that you can suggest the three suggestions that ask the patient not to take Amla Rasa and Tikshna Gunatmaka Ahara and not to drink Madhya. Atapasavana and Krodha and Vayama, these are not compulsion. Okay. It all depends on the individual patient whether he is under Bishop Kusha or not. But compulsion, when you are prescribing any Gugul preparation, the best patya to the patient is Amla Rasa Varja Ahara Sevana, Tikshna Guna Varja Ahara Sevana, and Madhya Varja. Okay, if these three suggestions are ultimatum for apatya for Gugulu. Okay, now this is one more Shodhana of Gokulu, purification of process of Gokulu. So for the Shodhana of Gokulu, we are having so many references that it can be depending on the diseases, in which type of disease you are using Gokulu. According to that, we are going for Shodhana. Gomutra Shodhana. If you want to treat any kapha or meda, we go for Gokulu with Gomutra. Shodhana with Gomutra. Godugga, if you want to treat Krasharogi, and in this Gugulu we are using the Nava Gugulu. Okay, Godugga Shodhana. Trifla Kashaya, again Trifla Kashaya, according to different Doshik and Dhatu, considering Dosh and Dhatu, we are going for Trifla Kashaya Shodhana. Then Vasa Kashaya Swarasa or Nirgundi Swarasa with Hridra. So many references we are having. These all Shodhanas depends on different diseased condition, Doshik status and Dhatu status. See, traditionally, what text says, Gugulu is purified in Trifla Kvata for 3 hours and then fried with ghee before administered internally. According to Nigantu Ratnakara, decoction of Guduchi, Trifla, cow's milk are to be used for purification. But routinely it is said that Gokul is purified in Trifla Pata for 3 hours. I think Basavaraji, this is one book, was the first author to have given the method of purification of Gokul. Okay, the explanation I mentioned here. Oleogum resin of obtained from Boswellia serrata, that is Shellaki. The Shellaki Nirasa is considered as a major allergen for Gokulu. Keep it in our mind. Then Vaidya Chintamani, substitute. Gugulu is stated as a drug belonging to group called Nirrasa Saras. If Gugulu is not available, it is said that Nimba Nirrasa or the gum of neem tree can be used in its place. These are the some Vishishta yogas mentioned by our acharyas. So more than I said, more than 60 Gugulu Kalpas mentioned. These are the few important Gugulu Kalpas like Aditya Paka Gugulu prescribed in Vatavadi, Kaishara Gugulu for Vatarakta, Yogaraja and Sinehanada Gugulu for Amavata, Nauga Gugulu for Staule, Trifla Gugulu for Udara and Vrana, okay, Panchatikta Grata Gugulu for Kushta, Laksha Gugulu for fractures, okay, so many, more than 60-70 preparations, okay. This is a oleogum resin of Gugulu. This is a stem. I said it is a papery stem bar. You just go through its picture. Thin peeling paper stem bar. Okay. Then you are appreciating spines and glandular stem. You are appreciating glandular stems. You just side picture. You just concentrate glands like, and you appreciate. These are flowers. The explanation. You just go through the flowers explanation. Fruits explanation. Gugulu. So on improper use, it gives a bad effect to liver and lungs. And long-term and high dose of administration of Google may lead to timira, mucoshocia, Clydeback, crystal. So dose and duration should be proper. This is one updated research report that anti-fertility activity of Ugulu caused a reduction in the weight of rat uterus, ovaries, cervix with concomitant increase in their glycogen and sialic acid level, thereby showing that it might be useful in anti-fertility agent. That's why those are while treating infertility cases. Usage of Ugulu should be monitored and you have to take maximum precautions. Okay, improper usage, especially infertility cases, improper usage of Gugulu leads to leads to infertility case patient. You are using again Gugulu in excess dose, then that's why be aware while using Gugulu in the matter of female infertility or male infertility, especially female infertility. As I said, Vedana Stapana, this is the best anti-inflammatory drug. Okay, and anti-arthritic activity it shows. Any joint disorders, Gugulu is the best, and it is in relation to thyroid. It is improved. There is no difference in thyroid stimulating hormone. They tried. Okay, it is the best supplement for osteoarthritis. Okay, Gugulu reduce the stickiness of the platelets. Okay, Gugulu is nowadays we are using, as I said, that obesity. Gugulu is considered as nowadays it is the best drug for lipid disorders or which reduces the cholesterol. The gum resin from the bark of Gugulu tree. The active components, as I said, that Gugulusterones are the active components. In that, Gugulusterone E and Gugulusterone Z. These are the plant sterols with high degree of human bioactivity, which have been shown to affect many biological processes. As it is already mentioned, okay, it is one of the red list of threatened species, Gugulu. It is one of the best yoga Vaidrava. And the next explanation it is related to mythology, but keep it in mind, it is best yoga Vaidrava. Okay, coming to the next drug, that is Gokshura. There are two types of Gokshuras, Brhat Gokshura. The name of Gokshura is Dubulus terrestris. not a terrorist. Keep it in mind, read properly. Family Zygophilaceae. And for Brahat Gokshura, the Latin name is Pedalium murex. Family Pedalaceae. Gokshura is Madhur Rasa, Madhur Vipaka, Shitavira, Guru Snigdha Gunatmaka, and Vata Pitta Shamaka. Keep it in mind. This is the best drug for the Mutra Kricha and Vata Roga. Keep it in mind. Any renal pathologies, renal disorders, general practitioner of Ayurveda always add or prescribe Gokshura preparation or first line of drug for renal complaints. Either it starts from burning micturition up to kidney failure or chronic renal diseases. In these all cases, the first line of drug by an Ayurvedic physician is always Gokshura. That's why Gokshura is best drug for Mutra Kricha and Vatra. As well as Gokshura is mainly Mutrala. It is considered as diuretic of Ayurveda, and it is also Shothara action, because Shothara means it is one of the ingredient of Dashamula. And Dashamula, Charaka mentioned Dashamula as Shothara Dashamani. That's why any edematous conditions you can use Gokshura, and you use Gokshura as a best diuretic, or you use Gokshura in the management of renal or excretory system disorders. It starts from simple burning micturition up to chronic renal failure. See, it is one of the Lagu Panchamula, as well as I said, it is Dashamula. Okay. And the medicinal properties of Brahat Gokshura and Lagu Gokshura one and the same. Keep it in mind, it enhances, Gokshura enhances male sex power enhancement property. This is very important. Male infertility, lack of libido or loss of libido, lack of interest in those all infertile complaints or fertility complaints, we are concentrating on Gokshura because it enhances male sex power enhancement property. The parts used are fruits, and whole plant. Classical categorization, you just concentrate. Charaka classic consider this as a best Krimigna Dravya, Shothara, and Mutra Virechaniya, means it is a diuretic. I initially said. Then Sushrutam, consider this as under Veeratarvadi. You just go through Gunadharma of Veeratarvadigana. The Veeratarvadigana is specially indicated for Mutra Kricha, Mutra Daha, all types of Mutrashmari, all types of Mutra Vashrota Svikar. So Gokshura special having an affinity towards Mutra Vasrotas. Veeratarvadigana, Vidari Gandhadi, and Lagupatra. Vagbata mentioned Vidari Gandhadigana. Okay. Synonyms: Go and Kshura. Go means here cow. Kshura means it is considered heels. Okay, the fruits are armed with spines which injure the feet of grazing cattle. So these are usually you find Gokshura phala in the heels of cattle. That's why it is called as Gokshura. Okay, fruits, because it's their observation on the base of observation. Kantaka, Trikantaka, and Kantaphala. These are all the having spines. Fruits having spines. I will show you in the next slides. I will show you the pictures. It is clearly said that they are Kantaka and Trikantaka and Kantaphala. Ikshu Gandhika. The aroma is like that of Ikshu, means sugar cane. Sthala Shringataka and Vana Shringataka. Shringataka is one more water chestnut, one more drug. The fruits of that fruits resembling water chestnuts, that's why it is called as Sthala Shringataka and Vrana Shringataka. Then it spreads on the ground. Okay. Then Chanadruma looks like a green gram plant. Chane ke jhad ke jaisa dikhta hai. You just go through the botanical description, then observe the plant. It is a small herb, prostrate. prostrate. That's why it spreads on the ground. Hirsute with 2 to feet of height. Branches spread from all the sides. Leaves like that of gram plant. Flowers small, yellow colored with 5 petals. Fruits pentagonal, having a 2 to 3 sharp thorns. You just concentrate sharp thorns. Okay. Roots long, smoky, and strong smell and sweet. These are some chemical constituent. Okay. These are some Vishishta yogas. Gokshuradi churna, Gokshuradi avaleya, Gokshuradi guggulu, Gokshuradi pata, Dashmularishta. Okay. Abhyarishta, Brat Varnadi Kvata. What Agraushadi said? Agraushadi said, Mutra Krchahara Anil Harana. Gokshura, Mutra Krchahara Anil Harana. That is best for Mutra Krcha, difficulty, urinary difficulties, and best for Vata. That's why then if you screen maximum Sahitas, okay, maximum Sahitas or maximum Acharyas prescribed Gokshura in Mutra Vasruta Svikara. That's why drug of choice for Mutra Vasruta Svikara, it is Gokshura. You just see Charak Samhita, Shwadamstra Grata, it is in Ashmari. Sushrutaka Samhita prescribed in Mutra Krchara. Okay. Harita Samhita mentioned in Ashmari. Kaidev Nigantu mentioned in Rudrayoga Krutcha Ashmari. Okay. Mahaprakash Nigantu again Ashmari Hara. Rudra. Okay, Krichasmari. Okay. Shunti Gokshura Kwata Napamata. This is a different prescription by Chakra Shunti and Gokshura Kwata in the management of rheumatoid arthritis. Okay. You just see the spine, fruits with the spine. You just see the leaves looks like that of green gram plant, chane ke ja patte. You just see the flowers, yellow colored flowers, which spreads on the ground. Just see Gokshura, spines, fruits, spines. Okay. Any doubts? If you are having any doubts, you just ask me or message me personally. Any doubts? Any doubts? Any doubts? Okay. Thank you, one and all. Any doubts? Okay. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir.
Any doubts? Hello?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.